Hi there. Um, Going into the speech, I had a difficult time choosing what object I wanted to use to really define who I am. Something that really shows this is me. This is who Tyler Radahow is. My first thought was maybe this guitar. I play a couple instruments, and music has played a part of my life since my elementary school days. But drafting out the speech, it didn't really click for some reason. So I thought maybe something else. How about this knife? I'm enrolled in culinary school. Food has played a part of my life. The food industry, cooking has played a part of my life. Maybe I can write a speech about that. But it didn't really click for some reason either. Probably because it doesn't define me as a person. Not yet, at least. Not until later in my life, perhaps. But then, I saw my keys, and what really caught my eye was this little piece of fabric. Now, it's just standard red piece of fabric. It's part of my first pair of keys that I owned that has just been integrated into my now bigger keychain. Now, the interesting about that is, while everything has changed, the lanyard has changed out, keys have been swapped out, keys have been replaced, keys have been lost, decorations added. The one thing that always stays the same was that little red piece of fabric. Now, what does that mean? How does that define me? Well, it's kind of an irony because while that has been the constant thing on my keychain as it's gone through the years and been with me because I carry my keys everywhere, it kind of represents how I've changed and grown as a person. For example, I can look at that little red piece of fabric and reflect back to my middle school years. Back in my middle school years, I was kind of an awkward person. I'd sit at a lunch table, but I wouldn't really talk. Everybody, all my friends would carry on their conversations, but I'm just kind of sitting on the wayside. If I do get in a conversation, it's kind of short-lived, it's real short, nothing that's really drawn out. I can go to parties and, I'd probably sit in the wayside, everybody playing, the little party games, but I'm just on the wayside, being me. But fast forward to now, I can comfortably, go to a group of friends and constantly engage with them, be engaged with the whole, group. I can go to parties and, engage with people, play the games too. It doesn't mean that I'm still not kind of quiet. Sometimes I do like to be by myself, but it's definitely gotten better to the point where I'm not just sitting in the corner at a party doing nothing, me being me. I can also reflect to my sophomore year in high school. Sophomore year, I was kind of a weak person. I didn't really work out or exercise at all. I wasn't unfit. It's just I wasn't really active. That's the year I decided to join the football team. Now, me being in a football team, I didn't really, do well on the team, but it was definitely one of the times where I've been the most active and, the fittest in my life. I was in really good shape at then, and even since from then to now, I can still, say that I'm still an active person. I can still go out and exercise, and just, I can look at these keys and reflect. That's, when my kind of upstart to being active really started. So that's how that little piece of fabric kind of defines me and who I am, how I've changed and progressed as a person from all the way back to second grade and all the way till now and then further beyond, because I'm pretty sure that is something that will be on my keys for the times to come. My name is Tyler Radahow, and this is me.